Hey, good morning. It is actually a different time on Monday morning. It is 10:30 and I am hopping on early today to do your Monday Mojo. My hope is some of you guys on lunch break at noon will be able to get a chance to watch this, and hopefully it will boost your mood. So last week we talked a little bit about core strength, how that affects everything about you. And so this morning what I want to talk a little bit about is how your core and your posture actually can boost your mood. I don't know if you guys have ever thought about this or not, but Thursday night I spent some time teaching in my private group, Angie Rose's Crew, which, by the way, if you look for it and search for it and ask to join it, you can join. I hop on there on Thursday nights and I teach you guys. So what I want you guys to be thinking about is there is actual statistics and studies that have been done on how your posture actually affects your mood. So if I am struggling with posture, which most of us do, and I found this out in my teaching on Thursday night with people who are in my group, a lot of them had a lot to say about their posture and how it affects them, as well as their core. So if you are just hopping on here, my name is Angie Rose. I am the owner of Angie Rose Health Coaching. And every Monday, I love to hop on and just share with you guys a Monday motivational video to get you thinking for the week and get you going for the week. So those of you who are hopping on live, thank you, thank you. For those of you who will be watching later, I appreciate you as well. So thank you for that. So what I want to share with you guys today, as I'm trying to watch my posture because it's easy for me to lean over, is I want to ask you today, how does your posture affect your mood? Maybe you've never put the two together and really thought about it. But the more that we begin to focus on our core strength and we're really aware of it, it definitely plays a role in our health and our wellness. So I know Thursday night I hopped on and talked about, just with core strength, how it affects our back and back pain. And that's some of the things we talked about last week as well. So the stronger our core is, the better posture we're going to have, hopefully, if you're very intentional and aware of it. And then we're going to honestly be healthier. So I want to ask you this today. Did you know, I got to look because I wrote so much stuff down to share with you guys, that posture actually affects everything from your digestion to your breathing and even your stress levels. So most of us, I don't know how many people struggle with indigestion, heartburn, reflux, and just stomach issues in general. Have you ever thought about how you sit and how you stand could actually play a huge role? We know that, like at night when we lay down, how we lay affects whether we're going to be ripping our throat out by the way our reflux comes up our throat. But have you thought about, instead of getting to the point at night where you're laying down and you're trying to deal with the reflux that you're having, what if during the day you actually thought about how you were sitting, how you were standing, and even how you were walking, that it may play a difference in how much reflux or even make it go away because your digestion gets better. Breathing. I don't know about you, but the more that we stand up and the more that we are focused and we open up our lungs and that have that area open, the better breaths you're going to actually be able to breathe. If we're always like this, when we're hunched over a desk and we're hunched over our phone and an iPad and whatever else, or even while we're at work doing other things, not everybody's at a computer. Some of you guys are in factories and doing other things. It really plays a role in the better I breathe and the more air and fresh air I get in, hence besides these babies, right? But this is going to play a huge role. Like right now, think about this, guys. This is my mask. I love it. But when I think about how much when I have this baby on, it slows the amount of breath that's going into my lungs. It's less. We know that. So if I am not standing properly, and my posture, or I'm not sitting properly and my posture is sucky, just call it what it is. I'm already getting less breath and less fresh air. Open that up, sit up, and be very aware, okay? So I want you to notice that also when you are more tired, you're gonna slouch more. I don't know about you, but like when I sit on the couch, I have to be very aware because it's really easy to slouch and not sit straight up and just, it's kind of that relaxing. So I want you to focus on those things. So this is how posture can actually affect your mood while you're sitting down. I want to give you a couple studies that were actually done so I can say, I know what I'm talking about because there are studies. So there was a study at the University of Auckland. They took 74 people. This is just one study, okay? So they took 74 people, they divided them in half, and when it came to sitting, they had half of them sit straight up like I am right now, and then they had the other half slouch, okay? Then they had them do a bunch of tests, activities, assessments, all those kinds of things. And what they found was when they were all done, the people who sat upright and was very aware of it actually had higher self-esteem, they had more general awareness, and they even had a better mood. So, and then they took the people who slouched, and it was proven they were more negative, they had more words related to stress. There's probably other words that were happening there, I don't know. But also they actually spoke less because as they're slouched, what does it kind of do? It kind of pulls you into yourself, right? So the second study that was done was with walking and people's posture while they were walking. So what they did was they took everybody that were just normal walking the way they normally do. They started with the baseline. And what they did was they tested and they became very aware of their mood, their fatigue level. They became aware of their feelings. They even tested their blood pressure, their skin temperatures, and their skin reactivity. That's kind of interesting. So they tested their blood pressure, you guys. They had them walk upright, divvied them in half again, had half of them walk upright, half of them walk slouched. And what they actually found was that those who slouched had a higher stress level, they had higher blood pressure and higher skin reactivity. But for those that actually stood up straight, they found they were more awake, they felt more powerful, they felt less negative emotions, lower blood pressure, and lower skin temp. So these things are literally proven that posture affects so many different things, guys. So it is going to affect your body, it's going to affect your mind, it's going to affect your mood, and it absolutely affects your performance. So what I want to do this week for your Monday motivation or your Monday mojo, I want to motivate you to be very aware this week of your posture, how you're sitting, how you're standing, and even just thinking about in the car, when you're on the couch, not just at your desk, but all day long. Take some time to be very intentional. Check in with yourself. And I do this a lot, guys. I really do, because I even told my people that I taught in my private group, Angie Rose's crew, on Thursday night, I said, I have one of those chairs that actually is the big exercise ball. So I have no really back to my chair, and my feet are planted flat on the floor, and I have to work my core, but I can easily lean over my desk like this. But I have trained myself to sit up straight, and when I catch myself slouching, sometimes I kind of go to the side, I remind myself, sit up, and it definitely just makes a difference in my mood, my attitude, and of course, my lower back, because that's what this is all about. So I hope that motivates you guys this week to be really aware how you're sitting, how you're standing. One of the things I tell my clients in here, in one of the sheets that I do, when I'm giving them tips on mood is, and I know they all kind of laugh at me, but it says, make yourself strut. Now, I got a couple of you guys watching, and I know you're probably not going to strut, but I don't know, maybe when you get your cowboy hats on, and I know both you guys, you probably wear cowboy hats, cowboy boots, and you get that nice shirt on and you're feeling good, men probably strut too. But I know that the tip was, make yourself strut when you walk. So I know for us women, we get a new hairdo, a new outfit, new pair of shoes, or we just get ready for the day and we're feeling pretty good and we feel like we're looking pretty good. I don't know, there's just a different air about the way we walk and the way we carry ourselves. So it is now literally proven, scientifically studied, that how you carry yourself can affect your mood for the positive or the negative. So for those of you watching, I appreciate you hopping on with me live. For those of you who will watch later, I would love you just to write, hey, watch later in the comments. I would love you guys to like this post, and I would love you to share it. The more we comment, like, and share, the farther up the chain that baby's gonna get reshared and people are gonna see it. All right? So I love you guys. I want you to have an amazing week. Stay warm, stay motivated, and keep that mood boosted. Have a great week. We'll talk to you later.